Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Street Trading here. It's about that time again. It's another week in the books, heading into the second half of the final trading month of 2020. Hopefully, you guys have crushed it this year. Clearly, it's been an eventful year to say the least. But as far as trading is concerned, it's been a monster run for us, and hopefully for many of you as well. Last week was a nice opportunity to book some profits. The downside, obviously, you had some bag holders getting squeezed out, and you got a little bit of a bounce. We're looking at a 15-minute chart spike. Got a little bit of a bounce out the close on Friday's session. Cracked through that 364. That was pretty much holding it up. But it's trying to kind of linger, right? So it'll be interesting how we're gonna this thing's gonna unfold next week. Whether we're gonna continue to put some selling pressure to the market, or bouncing up and continue that all-time high prints, right? So a couple more weeks to go until we're wrapping up this year. I'm sure the boys on the street are gonna try to end with a bang. So expect that. We got we had some really solid runs last week. So obviously, this is a swing list for everybody for the week's session. Obviously sometimes some of these securities we have on the list takes a day or two to get going, or they just get going on Monday. So, just keep coming back, keep watching the levels, and when they're ready to go, we're ready to go. We got 12 going into this week's session that are, matching what we're looking at. So, basically, we're talking about long term, right? I mean, we're active day traders, but we do obviously look for a little bit longer term as well. If everything lines up, nothing wrong to swing something, guys, right? Obviously, if everything's lining up with you, stay in the saddle. Pay yourself along the way, of course. Protect your risk at all costs, of course. But that being said, there's always ways to extract capital, right? It doesn't always have to be on an intraday level. So keep your mind frame open. Right, so flow with the street. Obviously, you had some selling pressure last week in the first part of the week, and it had a little bit of a bounce, like I said, going into the close, going into the weekend. But that doesn't mean that reversals in. All that means is we got a little bounce. That's it. Whether we're going to continue to see that or not, obviously, as we mentioned earlier, remains to be seen. But don't forget, there's a lot of vaccine positivity going on, right? So that's rolling out. That's rolling out in multiple locations, multiple countries. That said, there's still obviously the elephant in the room with economic turmoil. Businesses are crushed, man. There's some cities that just will not bounce back, and there's definitely plenty of businesses that are closed permanently. And we're talking about businesses that are not just been open for a couple of years. We're talking about decades. Generational type businesses that are gone, right? And that's a tough pill to swallow, guys. Tough pill to swallow. It's unfortunate when the government forces you to shut down, takes away that basic right to fend for yourself, feed your family, guys, right? And that's unfortunate what happened. That's why they're trying to iron out this. Well, actually, I think the 18th is going to be the deadline before they wrap up going into break. So stimulus is going to be a big headline or headlines in this week ahead, because time's coming down to pretty much do or die, and a lot of payments are stopping soon, very soon. And if they don't continue helping those that badly need it, it's going to be a horrible new year going into 2021 for many. So we anticipate they're going to iron something out. The political aspect of it is gone. Obviously, the election's gone, and we all know that they didn't iron that out because, for obvious reasons, for political reasons. It's unfortunate they're playing the political game when many business owners, people that have lost their jobs, millions and millions and millions of people that have lost their jobs, their income, are badly in need of assistance, continued assistance. So it's unfortunate they're playing that game, but that's fucking politics, man. That is what it is. That's why you never, ever, ever, ever want to rely on someone else for your livelihood, guys. All right? This is why we do what we do. This is the ultimate freedom. Money's a byproduct. Freedom is what it's all about. To do and go wherever you feel, whenever you feel. And no one's going to tell you can't. Right? It's an amazing career, amazing profession once you get over that hump. Right? There's a quite a learning curve to get to that point, but it's all worth it, guys. It's all worth it. All those struggles, banging your head against the wall, once you finally, it's not cracking the code, but understand the process. Losses will always be there, guys. It's about managing those losses properly, right? So it's a non-stop, but when you get to that flow, that aspect of your career where you put all of those uncertainties behind you, and repetition, your process is over time, wins are going to trump your losses. Even if you have more losses than wins, percentage-wise, the P&L will completely, your wins will completely trump your losses in the long term. So, long-term view, even if you're an intraday trader. All right, guys, so listen, let's continue with our watch list here. We're going to be shifting the title. We're going to be shifting this title to a swing watch list because everything we have on these lists, these Sunday scans, are for the week. It's not for the day. And then we put up our trade ideas for an intraday session. Sometimes we'll add some of these securities from our weekly list onto a daily when levels are ready to rip, right? But we're going to switch this title to our weekly swing watch list. All right. Anyway, let's get into it, guys. Enough chatter. Let's get into the details. So we got 12 going into the session. Let's get into what we are looking at and how we are going to risk when the time is ready.